Hey guys, it's Roger. We're building from the ground up. I got trusses behind me. We're going to take a closer look at that, see the progress of the house, and just talk about the next phase of construction. So what are trusses? You know, traditionally you would build with large pieces of lumber, 2x8s, 2x10s, and stick frame it up on site out of this, about that size of lumber. But these days, to cut costs and you can really bring the cost down by using 2x4s. And what do? They build these in a factory where they are, again, like these wall panels, built with precision and using less expensive lumber, but being really very, very strong. So that's going to be less weight for the foundation to carry because it's not as much lumber. But don't confuse that with saying that they're not as strong. There's something kind of romantic about stick framing on site, but it ain't got to be that way. And so as building practices have changed over the years and cost effectiveness, making it you don't have to be $1 million homeowner to be able to have a new construction house. So we will see in the next day or two, we will see a crane come out and be positioned probably right about there, lift them up, and then have people upstairs ready to receive these exact rafters so that trusses can actually go up and be erected there. So guys, sun working against me a little bit, but ain't that a beautiful thing to behold? I wanted you to see it again just so you're clear. You see this first story that's been framed. By the way, then they'll put up there's your roof decking with radiant barrier, the silver foil on one side, as well as basic OSB, oriented strand board, plywood basically, and ready to go. So I just wanted you to be real clear that the first floor section is obvious even by the lighter color. Then you've got that, 14 inches. You've got the I-joists that are, that whole system, that second floor system goes across. Now this is a 1.5 story, meaning that you've got 1 story only here. You've got some 2-story there and then more 1 story. So it's not a full 2-story, basically a ranch and a half. Now why do they have plywood on this wall but not on that wall? Because that wall there is going to be under roof and not basically exposed as an exterior wall. So guys, that's the way it's looking that way. Another thing that they've done is they've graded the lot some, looking good in the neighborhood, and they've got extra lumber here for what they need to do on the inside. So it's all very precise. One of my broker partners, Joe Top, very interesting guy, used to work for a builder. That's how he got involved. And he was the guy that ran the spreadsheet, so they knew exactly what their margins were. They knew exactly how much lumber to buy and how much extra to buy, and just all of that on a spreadsheet, right? So it's pretty interesting stuff when you think that they're not going to waste anything. And man, this is exciting seeing this happen. Now they did some more grading back here, and I'm sure that the clients will do some extra landscaping and hardscaping and whatnot back here. This particular lot is cool because it's got woods to the side of it, no other house. So that's why this was the most expensive lot in the neighborhood. And then it's got woods to the rear of it as well. So you can imagine how cool that's going to be. But that's how they determine their lot premiums, the desirability of the lot. So this one's kind of a lot of reasons to have some privacy here, and that costs extra. So once you take the base price of the house plus the lot premium, and then whatever structural options. And what's an example of a structural option? Well, sometimes they offer you a covered patio, for instance, off the back. That would be structural, and they're, certain luxury bath configurations and all that. And so that's your first structural options, and then you will sign your contract, and then you will go to the design center afterwards. So there are often some unknowns, because you can have a pretty good feel for what your all-in price will be, but you may not know exactly until you get to the design center. Now there are a few builders that are doing it a little differently. One notable is the Shea Active Adult, where they have certain packages on some of their plans, kind of like a good, better, best. I think they call it love it, like it, love it, gotta have it, something like that. Pretty cool. And then you know exactly, but you don't have all the choices that you have when you are doing it in a design center and making all of your own exact choices. So guys, we're building from the ground up. If you find this interesting, we hope that you'll like it and share it with somebody and subscribe to the channel. Boy, there are those I-beams looking good. Oh yeah, looking good, guys. It's kind of fun. You see that angle up there on that wall? That's going to follow the contour of the roof, and then this will be, you know, dead attic space like that. So guys, love to help you in your journey on new construction. 704-345-3400. We'll see you in the next episode.